Welcome to I Love English TV.
Most common English linking words. Memorize the words. Secondly, repeat the video and just listen. Repeat the video a third time if you can and write down what you hear. Moreover.
Moreover.
She is intelligent. Moreover, she is hardworking.
She is intelligent. Moreover, she is hardworking.
Furthermore.
Furthermore.
The hotel is cheap. Furthermore, it is clean.
The hotel is cheap. Furthermore, it is clean.
In addition.
In addition.
She speaks French. In addition, she knows Spanish.
She speaks French. In addition, she knows Spanish.
Also.
Also.
She speaks English and also Spanish.
She speaks English and also Spanish.
Besides.
Besides.
I don't like coffee. Besides, it's unhealthy.
I don't like coffee. Besides, it's unhealthy.
Not only that.
Not only that.
The food was cold. Not only that, it was tasteless.
The food was cold. Not only that, it was tasteless.
What's more?
What's more?
The exam was hard. What's more, it was very long.
The exam was hard. What's more, it was very long.
As well as.
As well as.
She sings as well as dances.
She sings as well as dances.
However.
However.
I was tired. However, I finished my work.
I was tired. However, I finished my work.
Nevertheless.
Nevertheless.
It was raining. Nevertheless, we went out.
It was raining. Nevertheless, we went out.
On the other hand.
On the other hand.
She is strict. On the other hand, she is fair.
She is strict. On the other hand, she is fair.
Conversely.
Conversely.
He is rich. Conversely, his brother is poor.
He is rich. Conversely, his brother is poor.
Whereas.
Whereas.
Tom is tall, whereas Jerry is short.
Tom is tall, whereas Jerry is short.
While. While. I like tea, while she prefers coffee. I like tea, while she prefers coffee. Instead.
Instead.
I wanted juice, but I got water instead.
I wanted juice, but I got water instead.
Yet.
Yet.
The task was difficult, yet he completed it.
The task was difficult, yet he completed it.
Because. Because. I stayed home because it was raining. I stayed home because it was raining. Since.
Since.
Since he was late, we left without him.
Since he was late, we left without him.
Due to.
Due to.
The game was cancelled due to bad weather.
The game was cancelled due to bad weather.
Owing to.
Owing to.
Owing to traffic, I arrived late.
Owing to traffic, I arrived late.
As a result.
As a result.
He studied hard. As a result, he passed.
He studied hard. As a result, he passed.
Consequently.
Consequently.
She forgot her keys. Consequently, she was locked out.
She forgot her keys. Consequently, she was locked out.
Therefore.
Therefore.
It was cold, therefore, I wore a jacket.
It was cold, therefore, I wore a jacket.
Thus.
Thus.
He didn't study, thus, he failed.
He didn't study, thus, he failed.
Similarly.
Similarly.
She loves music. Similarly, her brother plays the guitar.
She loves music. Similarly, her brother plays the guitar.
Likewise.
Likewise.
He enjoys reading. Likewise, his sister does too.
He enjoys reading. Likewise, his sister does too.
In the same way.
In the same way.
Tom works hard. In the same way, his friend does too.
Tom works hard. In the same way, his friend does too.
Just as.
Just as.
She smiled just as her mother does.
She smiled just as her mother does.
Equally.
Equally.
Both ideas are equally important.
Both ideas are equally important.
In order to.
In order to.
He left early in order to catch the train.
He left early in order to catch the train.
So that.
So that.
I explained it clearly so that everyone understood.
I explained it clearly so that everyone understood.
For the purpose of.
For the purpose of.
He trains daily for the purpose of winning.
He trains daily for the purpose of winning.
With this in mind.
With this in mind.
We need more research. With this in mind, let's gather data.
We need more research. With this in mind, let's gather data.
First, second, third.
First, second, third.
First, wash your hands. Second, cut the vegetables.
First, wash your hands. Second, cut the vegetables.
Then.
Then.
We had dinner, then we watched a movie.
We had dinner, then we watched a movie.
Next.
Next.
She read the book. Next, she wrote a summary.
She read the book. Next, she wrote a summary.
After that.
After that.
We went to the park. After that, we had ice cream.
We went to the park. After that, we had ice cream.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile.
He was cooking. Meanwhile, she set the table.
He was cooking. Meanwhile, she set the table.
At the same time.
At the same time.
He was talking at the same time she was writing.
He was talking at the same time she was writing.
Eventually.
Eventually.
He struggled but eventually succeeded.
He struggled but eventually succeeded.
Finally.
Finally.
Finally, we arrived at our destination.
Finally, we arrived at our destination.
Indeed.
Indeed.
It was indeed a wonderful trip.
It was indeed a wonderful trip.
Certainly.
Certainly.
She will certainly win the competition.
She will certainly win the competition.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course, I will help you.
Of course, I will help you.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
This is without a doubt the best movie.
This is without a doubt the best movie.
For example.
For example.
I like fruits, for example, apples and bananas.
I like fruits, for example, apples and bananas.
For instance.
For instance.
Many people love sports, for instance, football and basketball.
Many people love sports, for instance, football and basketball.
Such as.
Such as.
I enjoy outdoor activities such as hiking and cycling.
I enjoy outdoor activities such as hiking and cycling.
Namely.
Namely.
3 students were chosen, namely John, Sarah, and Mike.
3 students were chosen, namely John, Sarah, and Mike.
To illustrate.
To illustrate.
She is generous. To illustrate, she donates regularly.
She is generous. To illustrate, she donates regularly.
In conclusion.
In conclusion.
In conclusion, hard work leads to success.
In conclusion, hard work leads to success.
To sum up.
To sum up.
To sum up, the project was a success.
To sum up, the project was a success.
In summary.
In summary.
In summary, we achieved our goals.
In summary, we achieved our goals.
Overall.
Overall.
Overall, the trip was amazing.
Overall, the trip was amazing.
All in all.
All in all.
All in all, it was a great experience. All in all, it was a great experience. If it rains, we will stay inside. If it rains, we will stay inside. As long as. As long as. You can stay as long as you are quiet. You can stay as long as you are quiet. In case. In case. Take an umbrella in case it rains. Take an umbrella in case it rains. Provided that. Provided that. You can go out provided that you finish your work. You can go out provided that you finish your work. Unless you won't pass unless you study. You won't pass unless you study.